to go. You ready?
All right, yeah, let's do it. I thought we were already doing it.
Oh, yeah. We are here with Destructo, Gary Richards. You have quite a list of some OGs that is kind of hard to get on your catalog. You know, you got Yo Gotti, Ty Dolla $ign, Too Short, Pusha T, Busta Rhymes, YG. How does someone like you, Gary, get these kind of I guess these features on an original track? How does that happen?
I don't know. I'm just persistent and started early. You know, I got really fortunate to meet up with YG in 2000, maybe it was 14 or something like that. Wow. Early, we did Party Up, and
classic.
Yeah, and then since I did that song, Too Short was like, well, shit, if YG's gonna do it, you know, I'll mess around with this guy, and then that led into Ty Dolla, and then Corrupt came around, and then I don't know. I've been in the music business a long time, so I know a lot of people, and I think also my vibe is very chill in the studio. I'm not trying to make big hit records or anything. It's just have some fun and see what happens. And we always come up with something.
So how did these Party Up or some of the classics with Problem? How did these come about in the studio? Is it just something you throw on and they just kind of start feeling, or how does that work?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them are different, but Party Up's a long story, but YG actually recorded it in Atlanta.
Oh, wow.
And I wasn't there for the session, but we hooked up later. We met up, we did the video, but pretty much everyone else I was in the studio with, and I just play him a beat. The first one that really taught me how to do it was with Too Short, and he was asking me what's the song about, and no one had ever asked me that question before, and I was wearing this shirt that had these Rottweilers on it, and I was like, it's about dogs. And then he was like, all right, every night I chase a cat, roam around and break her back, and he just I learned that if you come with a little concept and a vibe,
right,
and then I just learned more and more how to put that together and feel comfortable in the studio with those guys.
It's just such a interesting palette, because these are solidified OGs. These are not just come overnight guys. These are guys in the streets that would never be on a house record. It's completely different.
Appreciate you noticing that, because my biggest issue that I've had is most radio stations, they play hip hop. Power 106 is where hip hop lives.
Very well.
They don't play house,
right?
And house people don't rap, except now they're starting to put it in there. But I've been doing it, and every one of my songs is original. And I just stick to my guns, and I think the artists that I've worked with feel that.
As a matter of fact, your father was in radio. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So what did that teach you about DJing, and how did you what did you grasp from him and coming up as a radio DJ?
Well, he just had me around the music. So it's funny, we're in Houston, right? My dad had a station in New Orleans.
Right.
So in the 80s, my dad had a #1 urban station in New Orleans. So Rick James, the Gap Band, Africa Bambaataa, right? Run DMC, all that music, and I was, little tiny kid just hearing it all in my head.
Absorbing that, wow.
And that was the other thing Too Short told me too. He said that he felt like my music wasn't EDM. He said it sounded to him more like funk.
Yeah, actually,
and I was
I can pass that.
I was like, I'll take that all day over EDM.